Let's get down, man. Let's get down. Yeah, I'm here for war. You know, it's almost going back to how it used to be.
Oh, okay. We're going 2016, 2017. Just go crazy, Ortega. I like this.
Yeah, go have fun with this. With this. Yeah, have fun with this shit.
All right, everybody. Brian Ortega is here, and on Saturday he will be in the Octagon taking on Aljamain Sterling in the co-main event of UFC Shanghai. Brian, good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking.
It's great to have you here. I wanted to start here because a few months back, there's a video of you getting your hair chopped off. You can see it a lot shorter now. Barber had the full ponytail exposed and just cut it right off. And this is for Wigs for Kids. And you wrote that the hair had, quote, a whole lot of fighting spirit in it. And I want to start with this. What does that mean to you to pass the fighting spirit locks, if you will, on to those who need it?
It's I just got reminded, right? Because all of us need reminders, but in this position, right? I just live life, and I forget that there's people who get inspired by you. There's people who look up to you. There's people who you motivate, and I'm in a position to help out. With simple for me, which would be simple movements in life, but other people take it differently. They appreciate things on a different level than I do, and it actually makes me almost get more appreciative, I guess, if that makes sense. When you see someone be thankful for something that you're not that thankful for, it makes you question yourself. And then when you see how grateful they are for things, it's amazing. And then to see that it came from you, it's another thing. That's like, wow, it's beautiful.
Well said. And we last saw you compete in September at the Noche UFC card, UFC 306 against Diego Lopez, and it didn't go your way. You fought tough. You made it to the final horn. What did you take away most from that fight? And I guess of the entire Diego Lopez chapter of your career?
I mean, it was cool, man, to experience the fight at the Sphere. I don't think it'll ever happen again. But yeah, I was not happy with obviously the result. Being caught early just sucked, man. You know, being rocked in the first round, uh, due to just dumb things that I knew I should have corrected or I should have done. Cost me the fight, man. I was playing catch up the whole time, and yeah, lesson there is like relax, bro.
Yeah, that chapter is over. Now, this next chapter, as you put on Instagram, it's called Wartega. And it seems like we could all venture a guess as to what that means. But in your own words, what is Wartega? What does Wartega exemplify?
Just let's get down, man. Let's get down. Yeah, I'm here for war. You know, it's almost going back to how it used to be.
Oh, okay. We're going 2016, 2017. Just go crazy, Ortega. I like this.
Yeah, go have fun with this. Yeah, have fun with this shit.
All right. Now, there was a lot of talk about a move up to 155 prior to the Diego Lopez chapter and all that, I believe. Is that still a thing you're pondering? Like, why did you decide to stick around at 145 and keep this featherweight thing rolling along?
There was a lack of movement at the featherweight division. Uh, at the time when I decided to go 55, they told me that I wasn't going to fight for a year and a half. So I said, "Can I go to 55?" Then they said yes, and then that's when that conversation started taking place. But when we took the Lopez fight and all that, and we did all that, it's yeah, losing that fight brought a lot of movement back in the division.
Yeah,
You know?
it's definitely a different division now. I mean, Ilia Topuria was the champion, and now he's not even a champion. He's a champion still, but in a whole different division now. So, like, the division looks way different now than when you last fought.
Well, bro, he went in there and he fought Max, he fought Volk, and then he left, and then Max left, and then Volk came in, and it's like it was just nonstop action, and then these newcomers are coming up as well. So there's just a lot of movement in the featherweight division. So
It's an exciting time right now. Now you
it's
get
like, yo,
and now you get Aljamain Sterling. And I spoke with Aljo yesterday, and he said rankings wise, very happy with the fight. It made a lot of sense, but he's a little confused right now because for the first time in his career, he's preparing for a fight with somebody that he likes. He said, "You're very chill. He likes you. He respects you, and he does not have a single bad thing to say about you," which is very different than all of the other guys that he's fought in the past. Do you sort of view this the same? I know it's Ortega and all, but Aljo's pretty cool with you. Do you feel the same way about him?
yeah, it's just an interesting one, man. You know, because we've actually, we've hung out and we've trained together and things like that. Uh, and then when he called me out, that's when I was confused per se. I said, yeah, no, it's all you, brother. Yeah, no, it's all you guys. Yeah, go ahead, train. Yeah. Mas fine. Obrigado. Yeah, man, it's just a little weird, that's it. But we all think differently.
Aljo also mentioned he has no idea why this fight is 5 rounds. He told me there is like no real financial incentive, so to speak. So he was a bit confused by the extra 2 rounds. What are your thoughts on this fight being a 5-round fight? I know the fans are pretty excited about it, but from a fighter perspective, what was your reaction to this being 5 rounds instead of, I guess, the usual 3 for a co-main event?
If I had to put my guess into it, uh, it would be the same thing, right? We were all getting paid the same thing. Uh, I believe that 3 rounds, if you've seen like his style, it just, I don't know, like people can kind of get turned off to that. If fan wise, I think the UFC wants to put us in there with more time, with more. You just got to give the fans an off factor, I guess. And I think that's what's going to happen with if you leave 2 people in there long enough time. It's like like it's not going to be boring.
So I mean, so you're happy this is 5 rounds. You're all for it.
I mean, in my head, bro, I've been training for five rounds since 2017.
This is nothing.
So it's I'm almost numb now, if it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, like we've been training like this forever. So what's the difference, 3 or 5?
We discussed all the movement going on at 145 right now. We talked about Ilya leaving the division, and we talked about Vulcan the belt back, and Lerone Murphy just spitting back, elbowed Aaron Pico unconscious, and it looks like he's about to fight for the belt next. And like you said, all this movement, all these new names. How do you fit into this division right now? Win over Aljamain Sterling. Like, how big is this fight for you? How do you fit into this with the win over a former champion on Saturday?
Just puts me right back in that title contention, That's all it does, A win over someone as credible as him puts you back in there for title contention. With a little bit of doubt, obviously, from the fans and the people, because he was a 35-pound champ. They'll never give you the full credit you deserve. So they'll probably tell you to fight someone else in who's solidified featherweight a bit longer or better or whatever their stats is. And then a win over that person, then you're there.
You think that'll be the reaction though? like I know some fans are fickle. I get it. I see it all the time. But Aljo, I mean, he beat Calvin Kattar very convincingly. He had a super close fight with Movzar. I feel like most fans who are knowledgeable of the sport can acknowledge Aljamain Sterling as a legit featherweight. You really think that you won't get the credit for a win like this?
I don't know, man. As you do this sport, you never know.
That's true. It's a weird thing. So what are the headlines going to read? Whether the fans like it or not, or however they react, what are they going to read on Saturday when this fight's over?
I think you just have to make impressible fights. Like when you leave and you make good fights, that's it, man. You know, like I said, I don't plan on being in. I've never been in a boring fight. I can stir some shit up.
And I think people are very excited. Last thing I wanted to ask you about, UFC is going to be moving on from ESPN. They just signed this massive deal with Paramount, 7 years, lots of money, and it's massive for the sport. It's going to, a whole bunch of new eyeballs are going to be able to see the UFC without having to pay pay-per-view prices anymore. What are your thoughts on that? What was your reaction to finding out that one fell swoop going to Paramount and one monthly fee, you get everything?
I think it's a beautiful thing for the sport, for the views, for the financial gains, and you know, and the potential for the fighters. You know, obviously, more money means bigger opportunity. So let's just hope that these opportunities start coming by for those who deserve it.